Welcome everyone! So there's a ton of great Starfield news I want to cover today, so let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So let's talk about Starfield today. There's a ton of great news regarding Starfield, and the first one is the fact that this game has finally gone gold. So this is official Bethesda Game Studios Twitter account, or should I really say X account. I know, I'm still getting used to it too. And they say this: prepare for launch, Starfield has gone gold, preloads begin tomorrow for Xbox Series and Windows PC, and August 30th for Steam. Okay, so this is very good news because that means that the game is pretty much finished. And also, I will be covering another great news when it comes to how polished this game is in a minute. But this kind of ties into that kind of topic because that means that the game is finished, it's ready to be shipped. That's why the preloads began. So that's obviously very good news, and that kind of squash a lot of rumors suggesting that Starfield still can be delayed. Believe it or not, I still have seen. Even just recently, a number of people, suggesting that, maybe it's going to get delayed because apparently there wasn't enough of marketing and there wasn't enough of ads on TV and other media, right? But looks like marketing has started. We're actually seeing more and more ads for Starfield, so that's all good news. And and on that front also, I think it's worth mentioning that number of journalists, and this is not only Tom Warren, but I've seen many other too, reviewers are actually reporting that they are actually playing the game already. So as you can see, Tom Warren says Starfield review embargo date is Thursday, August 31st at 9 a.m. PT, 12 p.m. ET, 5 p.m. UK. I'm playing right now. Stay tuned for the Verge review. So this is one of them. This is one of the reviewers, journalists. I've seen a lot of them basically playing the game already. So it's actually good that Starfield got into reviewers' hands literally over 2 weeks before the release, because so there's two dates. Like there's 1st of September, which is early access for the game. If you pay for the Ultimate Edition, right, you will be able to play this game earlier. But if you didn't, then and if you just bought Standard Edition, then you will have to wait additional 5 days, which is September 6th, if I'm not mistaken, right? So this is when the game will appear on Game Pass 2. So if you want to play this game a bit earlier, you have to pay, I guess, extra. That's what I mean, right? I mean, still have to pay for the game or for the Xbox Game Pass subscription. So that's that. And like I said, so the proper release date for the game is September 6th. So they are getting these reviews already. So that's almost 3 weeks before the launch of the game. So that means that game must be in pretty good shape if they are giving this game out for reviews already. And also, they must feel pretty confident about this game too, like 3 weeks before the launch. And it also makes sense because Starfield is a huge game. So, you don't want to give a game like that for reviews like 2-3 days before the launch, because nobody will be able really to dive deep into the game and check all the mechanics and play that game properly, right? I mean, they would just scratch the surface. So and by the way, the reviews are supposed to be ready by did he say August 31st, I think? Yeah. So that's good news. August 31st. Another piece of news I want to discuss today is this, and this is actually the main topic I really wanted to discuss today. So Starfield Beyond reports that multiple versions have been pushed to Starfield's build to ensure it's polished ahead of launch. Starfield will launch at Starfield will launch as version 1.635.0. For comparison, Fallout 4 launched as 1.1. They are definitely aiming for Starfield to be Bethesda's most polished launch title yet. Okay, so let's talk about versioning and these versions, right? What does it mean? So when you make a software, and for example, I'm working for a company where we write scripts, basically, like short programs, basically. And every single time when we make changes, we have to change the version, right? So it's same with the game. Obviously, we're talking about bigger changes. But when you make a change, you have to change the version just to make sure that this is the latest version, right? So whoever is going to use that build later and whenever a new software engineer is going to add something to it, he needs to make sure that he's using the latest build with the latest updates. So that's what it's used for, right? It's not for us to know, really. It's more for developers. And basically, obviously, the version 1 is like the almost final product, right? So this is the ship, fully working game, if you know what I mean, right? Then you've got 6, which suggests number of major changes, not small changes. And then whatever is after 6, in this particular case, these are smaller changes, right? So it may be whatever, right? A small adjustment to the game and that kind of stuff. So if we see that, if they report that Starfield is going to launch as version 1.6, let's ignore rest of it. That's not that important for this discussion, really. Version 1.6, that means that it must be after major updates, right? So looks like the version we are going to get is going to be really updated big time. And I guess that speaks volumes to what Xbox, Microsoft did delaying the game, because there's been reports about Starfield being playable almost like a year back, right? So I've heard the first stories about it, first report on Starfield being fully playable, after summer last year, so around a year ago. And ever since then, what they've been doing is they were polishing the game, adding updates, fixing bugs, and making sure that the game is going to be as polished as possible. Now, I'm not trying to say that there won't be any bugs. There probably will be bugs. I mean, look at Skyrim. I mean, this game is 12, even more years old, and you can still find a bug here and there. So I'm not trying to say that Starfield is going to be bug free, but what this version tells me is that a lot of issues, a lot of bugs, a lot of updates has been introduced and bugs have been fixed, a lot of them. So that could be that could be suggesting that it is suggesting that Starfield is going to be pretty polished. I guess for the Bethesda game, and this is a huge game with a lot of systems and a huge world, open, huge universe, really open universe. And so like I said, there's probably going to be some bugs, but looks like they did used that extra time for development, right? And they introduced a lot of updates for the game, right, for the final build. And so that's good news. So hopefully, even what developers are playing right now is pretty polished. And they may be playing a version 1.6, who knows, because they talking about launch. And obviously there will be some patches later too. There's been some reports that reviewers are playing the game, and also Bethesda is collecting data on their playthroughs too, and so whatever will be found during reviews, maybe that will get into one of the patches later on. I bet that they will use the early access, so that 5 days time to kind of I guess, to check out and, for any additional bugs and stuff. So I guess by the time we're going to get the final release, the launch release, it will be pretty polished. So guys, I can't wait to play this game, Starfield. I'm still not sure whether I will pay for the upgrade. It's like 30 euros or something like that to get the game 5 days earlier. But it's not only about early access. With that upgrade, you get some skins and some items, I guess, for the game, and also one of the DLCs, which will come at some point in the future, right? So it's not like you are wasting your time only for like a 5 days earlier access. So we'll see. We'll see how I haven't really decided yet. So guys, that's the news. Looks like Starfield is going to be pretty polished, and that's good news. And yeah, I can't wait to play this game. And guys, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.